The Fresh Toones Music Show is underwritten by the Animation Workshop at Animated Studio, providing animation instruction since 1993. Please visit their website at animatedstudio.com.
Lift up your light and shine through the night. The garden's your friend, she'll be there to the end.
Welcome to the Fresh Toones Show. My name is Dave Paltz, and today's show is one of my Writing Your Songs from a Poem shows. I've done a number of these. Sometimes it may not make a lot of sense to folks of why I'm going through this process, but all through my songwriting years, sometimes if I tuned into somebody that had a different way of looking at things, I'd say, maybe I should try something like that. So I throw things out there. Maybe some songwriters are out there that might say, maybe I'll try that and break the barrier that I've got thinking of what I want to write a song about. I've mentioned a few times that I got into poetry writing from inspiration from somebody giving me a book called Write the Poem. It was during COVID, and it stimulated me to think about some different ways of writing a song by writing a poem first. In this book that they gave me, there'd be one or two words at the top of each page that were there to stimulate the poet that would be writing things in this book. And the word for today's song was responsibility. Of course, it was after January 6th, so you can imagine where my brain went. There was a list of words on the side. They were cross, burden, leadership, obligation, safeguard, onus, charge, bond. And from those 8 words, my brain started to spin around, and they took off in a free-flowing words coming out. And this poem called Charred with Blame were the results of that. And it was kind of in response to January 6th. And I'll play that poem for you now. And then there was a song that was written after it. Charred with Blame. Those who cross the Rubicon obligate themselves to take the responsibility. The onus lies with them. Don't take your burdens lightly. They'll bond to your shamed name. The safeguards that you trampled will leave you charred with blame. Your shoulders will weigh heavy from the crimes that you endorsed. You've climbed an ugly ladder that's left you no recourse. Now here's the song that was inspired by that poem, Charred with Blame.
Now you've crossed the river, and onus is her name. You've overstepped the boundaries, but your bleedings are insane. Don't take your burdens lightly, they're bound to your shamed name. Safeguards that you trampled will leave you charred with blame. Charred with blame. Your shoulders will weigh heavy from the crimes that you endorsed. You've climbed an ugly ladder that's left you no recourse. That's left you no recourse. That's left you no recourse. You point your hands to heaven and pray for a reprieve, but history will not look kindly on the ruins that you leave. That you leave. Don't take your burdens lightly, they'll bond to your shamed name. Safeguards that you trampled will leave you charred with blame. Charred with blame. Charred with blame. And charred with blame.
Well, I shared some of the behind the scenes on that first poem, maybe a little bit more than I needed to, but sometimes I throw information out there and hopefully it's not too boring. This next poem is called Truth Be Told, and the theme at the top of the page was the word truth. And again, there was 8 words on the side. I won't mention them all, but another 8 words with the word truth as the main theme. I came up with this poem.
Truth be told. Tell yourself the truth and be at peace. Sit down alone, breathe, look and see. With true candor let it be, a calm will come with honesty. Although their rants tease your intrigue, from their vexation you best take leave. You've known for days, you've known for years, and now it's time, speak truth to fears. Some may say, what is truth? Alone you've looked, it's come to you. There is no honor to just repeat. We need to research what we eat. Truth be told, what is new? It's oh so old and calls to you. The maxim speaks to you and me. Examine truth will set us free.
Now here's the song that was inspired by that poem.
Tell yourself the truth and be at peace. Sit down alone, breathe, look and see. True candor will let you be. A calm will come with honesty. Truth be told, you've always known the song within, the one that brings, has brought you love, opens the doors, lets you sing, gives hope its wings. Although the rants tease your intrigue, from their vexations you best take leave. You've known for days, you've known for years, and now it's time, speak truth to fear. The truth be told, you've always known the song within, the one that brings, has brought you love, opens the doors, lets you sing, give hope its wings. Some may say, what is truth? Alone you've looked, it's come to you. There is no honor just to repeat. We need to research what we eat. Truth be told, you've always known the song within, the one that brings, has brought you love, opens the doors, lets you sing, gives hope its wings. Truth be told, what is new? It's oh so old, it calls to you. The maxim speaks to you and me. Examine truth set us free.
And that was called Truth Be Told. The next poem I'm going to share with you was inspired by the word dedication. And it happened to be June of 21. Juneteenth became a recognized holiday. Inspired by the word dedication, I put together this Juneteenth dedication poem. It's called To Guide Not Hide, and it refers to a lot of the politicians that have been working so hard to conceal some of the history of the United States, in particular slavery. And their thinking was, we don't want little kids to feel guilty for past wrongs that some of their relatives may have been involved with. I think it was actually their own conscience that they wanted to hide this and distort history and try to point to some of the good things that slavery offered people. It was a work program for some of these folks. They said they got training and totally insane stuff. But anyways, this is written in recognition of Juneteenth. To guide, not hide. Some with zeal would hope to conceal a past we need to admit to heal. The scraggy men that hold out from fear, who take us down, path unclear.
DonaldJTrump.com. Go tonight, give the president some money.
They swear allegiance to a vanquished flag, their drug of choice, their poison skag. They would have us all to forget ideas that made us proud to live. Those to respect and to commit, with pious prayers we strive to give. Our hope some days can come to fail. Pray give us strength, let love prevail.
Now here's the song that was inspired by that poem.
To guide, not hide. To guide, not hide. Some with zeal would hope to conceal. If we hide what's real, we can never heal. To guide, not hide. To guide, not hide. The scraggy men that hold out from fear, who take us down a path unclear. They swear allegiance to a vanquished flag, their drug of choice is their poison skag. To guide, not hide. To guide, not hide. They would have us all to forget ideas that made us proud to live, ones to respect, to commit, with pious prayers we strive to give. To guide, not hide. To guide, not hide. Our hopes some days can come to fail. Pray give us strength to let love prevail. To guide, not hide. To guide, not
You're listening to the Fresh Toones Show, and the theme of today's show is one of my Writing Your Songs from a Poem theme. I've been sharing some of my earliest poems from 2021 and the songs that were inspired by them. I hope there's some interest for maybe some songwriters out there that might be inspired to look at the possibilities of playing around with poetry and let their free-flowing ideas just come out on the page, and then reorganizing them maybe to have words rhyme or find ways to make the words flow evenly, which will lead right to possibilities of writing a song from them. This next poem I'm going to share with you was inspired by a one-word theme, love, from this book that I was telling you about. And this is what came out of that word and the 8 words that were kind of related to it. And this is the poem that was inspired by them.
Will know us. Mother's love for child and child's love for mother. The very core that feeds, unfolding love for others. The yearning flame, the rapture, gives hope to all the actors. Now the curtain has arisen, with thrills they leave their prisons. A lover's love for partner, a partner's love for lover. More food that brings together our search for loving others. The yearning flame, the rapture, gave hope to both the actors. The curtain had arisen, with thrills they left their prisons. The finders found a gold mine, or has the gold mine found the finder? Our trials have come to show us, if we love, then love will know us.
I think on occasion I've given a little bit more background in my thinking behind some of the poems and songs, and sometimes I need to back off and just let them speak for themselves, and maybe some of the question marks might actually present some new thoughts to people that are listening to them. This is the song that I wrote to Will Know Us.
A mother's love for child, a child's love for mother. The very core that feeds an unfolding love for others. The yearning flame, the rapture, gives hope to all the actors. And now the curtain has arisen, with thrills they leave their prisons. A lover's love for partner, a partner's love for lover. More food to bring together our search for loving others. The yearning flame, the rapture, gave hope to both the actors. The curtain has arisen, with thrills they left their prisons. The finders found the gold mine, or the gold mines found the finder. Our trials have come to show us, if we love, then love will know us. Will know us, know us, will know us, will know us.
Well, I'm not going to say too much before I share this poem that was inspired by the word deceit. It's called Colors Planted on the Hill.
There is a sickness in our land, based on trickery for which it stands. There's guile in the words invoked. Swarms praise the lies of fraud they spoke. Their trumpets blast with holy pretense, but fools no one with any good sense. Duplicity hides behind their pointed fingers. With smiles they mask what's really in there. There have been nations in the past who have fallen for actors in the cast, impostors who they pledged their loyalty, but left them guilty, begging, blame not me. History may not be so kind if we deny the many signs. We'll fight for colors planted on the hill and give our best. Oh, yes, we will.
Well, I'll give you a little clue. In my mind, those colors planted on the hill is the flag that represents the honorable ideas that this country, the United States of America, has made an effort to protect and promote and refine. Those ideas about liberty and justice for all, those are the colors planted on the hill. Here's the song of that poem.
There is a sickness in our land, based on the trickery for which it stands. There's a guile in the words invoked. They praise the lies of the fraud he spoke, but we'll fight for the colors planted on the hill and give our best. Oh, yes, we will. Their trumpets blast with holy pretense, but fools no one with any good sense. Duplicity hides behind the pointed fingers. With smiles they mask what's really in there, but we'll fight for the colors planted on the hill and give our best. Oh, yes, we will. There have been nations in the past who fall for actors in the cast, imposters who they pledge their loyalty, but left them guilty, begging, please don't blame me. But we'll fight for the colors planted on the hill and give our best. Oh, yes, we will. History may not be so kind if we deny the many signs. We'll fight for the colors planted on the hill and give our best. Oh, yes, we will. Oh, yes, we will.
Well, it's time to think about wrapping up today's show, but I've got time for one more song, and I'm going to play a mellow song for you that'll hopefully just get you drifting right off into space. It's called The Song Keeps on Flowing.
We sit beside the river, her current along. We know she'll keep on flowing, gives love with her sweet song. The course of her direction may not always be so clear. To flow with her intentions, give song to those that hear. The song keeps on flowing, and you hear the tune. She sings to bring you home again, to a place you left too soon. We needn't splash and swim, her melody is right. We navigate the rapids and wave as we go by. And when the river widens and flows into the sea, we'll sing and join the chorus for the song that'll always be. The song keeps on flowing, and you hear the tune. She sings to bring you home again, to the place you left too soon. Returned to claim your present, a gift she gave to you. It's not too late to tell her, with my love I give back to you. The song keeps on flowing, the song keeps on flowing back to you, back to you, back to you.
Well, that's it for the Fresh Toones Show today. I hope you enjoyed it. I enjoyed putting it together. Want to wish everybody a good week. Be creative, have fun, research new ways. If you're a songwriter or poet or artist, check out some different perspectives of doing your thing. Have a great week. So long now. Bye.